I like to use a little humor with it too. I know we used to sell products to brides and grooms, and I would say, now for your wedding, were you guys going to need? They were purchasing a wedding DJ to entertain for their wedding, and I would say, well, while you're here, do you still need a limo for the big day? And they're like, well, yeah, we do. And I'm like, well, we don't have that, but I can recommend somebody for you. I recommend them. And now, would you guys also like a chocolate fountain? Yeah, I would. Okay, well, let me recommend somebody. I'm going through the checklist, and I've said, you know, would you like uplighting to make the room beautiful? Yeah, I would. You know, would you like a jetpack for the groom to come up? You know, and I would just ask these random questions. You know, chocolate fountains, jetpacks, uplighting, and I would get brides and grooms. There was a conversation. Well, at the end of it, these brides who were going to spend $600 on their package ended up spending $1,200 and buying services from us, just like you said, that they didn't know we even had.
Right.
So it's a huge deal. So it's big to do that. Arthur, do you though ever get worried that you're going to offend people with your shameless and consistent marketing? Shameless.
No.
No. Do people get offended? I mean, you talked about the weather guy. You know, he's like, people, it's unsafe. It's unsafe to have a snow cone in cold weather.
Yeah, I don't think people get offended.
You should wear a helmet when you ride your bike. You know.
But you know what? Zig Ziglar one time, I did a survey, and I'm going to butcher the numbers here.
Yeah.
But he said he was doing this to a bunch of guys that were salesmen, and he said, hold up the number 3. And so a bunch of people went like this, okay, and it was like 92% of them, or maybe 80% of them.
Yeah.
And then some others did
like the West Side Connection.
They did this.
Yeah,
they did this. So like 17% did this. And he said only 3% did this. And they said, so make sure that when you're selling, you're not selling to these guys, you're selling to these guys.
The point being that you want to sell to the majority.
That's right.
Okay. And I think that's huge for us to, and I want to ask you this though, because as we're really diving into this guerrilla marketing and wrapping this up here, if I'm struggling because I'm worrying about what other people think, I'm probably 90% of America's entrepreneurs.
That's correct.
I remember talking to a dentist a while back. He was out in California, and he says, what do you think I should do? I met him on a plane, and I said, I think you should take pictures of people's after photos, not before, they're after photos of beautiful smiles, put them on the wall of people that have beautiful smiles. And he's like, I said, have you ever worked with a celebrity? He's like, yeah, I have 3. 3 celebrities. Well, maybe 4 or 5, I guess I got quite a few. Well, put them on the wall. And he says, well, what if they're offended? And I said, I'm just saying if I'm a mom and I'm bringing in my 4 or 5 kids in there and I sit down and there's a celebrity who I've seen on TV smiling and it says, happy customer, I'm more likely to do business with you. I'm more likely to ask about your veneers because I know all celebrities have great teeth. And he says, well, a lot of people don't even know what veneers are. You know, veneers is where you have your teeth done to look artificially awesome. And I said, what percentage of the celebrities that you've worked with have veneers? He said, oh, every celebrity has veneers. I don't know anybody on TV that doesn't have veneers. They all have veneers. And I said, do you ask people? And he said, I just don't offend people with that. Well, eventually he ended up putting them up there, and he's had some really nice success with it, but it was just putting the pictures up.
That's right.
But he had that fear. For like 20 years, he was afraid to do it. Sometimes don't we have to irritate somebody?
Absolutely.
If we're going to make most people happy?
Now, we don't have to make them mad. I mean, we're not in this to make them mad, but you know what? We can't be worrying about what they're going to think.
You doesn't like that Chick-fil-A is closed on Sunday, though.
Oh, I'm sure there
Somebody doesn't like that Chick-fil-A has certain stances on certain things. Someone doesn't like that Chick-fil-A has that you guys are eating animals.
Yep.
I mean, you can't eat animals.
That's right.
You're a bad guy eating all those animals. You know? But if you came up with the perfect restaurant that would be like a place where you wouldn't eat animals, but you wouldn't eat plants either, you probably wouldn't serve much, right? I mean, so you got to offend somebody at some point.
Plastic bags.
You could eat plastic bags.